What is going on, everyone? We are about to get into Trevor Noah complete remarks at the White House Correspondents Dinner 2022. All right, give me 1 second here. 1 second. All right.
Wow, that was pretty fantastic. One more time for President Biden, please. That was really great. I got a promise I will not be going to jail. I'll switch things up now. Let's see how we do this. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys good? Everyone good? First of all, thank you so much, Steve. Good evening, Mr. President.
Give me 1 second. I feel like hopefully this is not. I just want to make sure it's not conflicting. Okay. Cool.
President, First Lady, members of the media, and all the men relieved that Ronan Farrow isn't here tonight. It is my great honor to be speaking tonight at the nation's most distinguished super spreader event. No, for real, people, what are we doing here? Let's be honest, what are we doing? Like, did none of you learn anything from the gridiron dinner? Nothing, huh? Like, do you read any of your own newspapers?
I forgot he already a slick comedian.
I mean, I expect this from Sean Hannity, but the rest of you, what are you doing here? You guys spent the last 2 years telling everyone the importance of wearing masks and avoiding large indoor gatherings. Then the second someone offers you a free dinner, you all turn into Joe Rogan, huh?
Wow.
I mean, Dr. Fauci dropped out. That should have been a pretty big sign. Fauci thought it was too dangerous to come tonight. Pete Davidson thinks it's okay. And we all went with Pete. Okay. All right, then. Now, for those who don't know me, my name is Trevor Noah, and I'm really honored to be here, honestly.
Now, that was a great introduction. I definitely like how he started with it, the remarks, and then he got into, a little comedy, you feel me, and then introduced himself. I think that's perfect. I actually think that's a great introduction.
Because you could have picked any comedian. You could have invited anyone, but you went with the South African variant. Very on theme. I appreciate that. And COVID risk aside, can I just say how happy I am that this event is happening again for the first time in 3 years. Yeah. And the truth is, I want us all to have a good time tonight. So please, everyone relax. I know everyone in this room is worried about who catches you laughing at what, but just chill. We're celebrating, we're out. Get comfortable. Not too comfortable, Jeffrey Toobin, not too comfortable. No, you know what? No, don't ooh him, bunch of haters. You know what? So what, Jeffrey? You made a mistake, you whipped it out in front of your coworkers. That's the first step to winning a Grammy for Comedy Album of the Year. You're halfway there, my friend.
Wow.
You don't let the haters stop you. We all come back from mistakes.
He ain't laughing at that. He ain't laughing.
Now, you might have noticed I'm going to be telling some jokes tonight. But I want you to understand, I am not here to tear anybody down, okay? Yeah, I might roast you gently, like a pair of testicles on a Tucker Carlson special, but I'm not doing this just for the attention, all right? I'm a comedian, not Kirsten Sinema, all right? And by the way, give it up for Kirsten Sinema. Whoever thought we'd see the day in American politics when a senator could be openly bisexual but closeted Republican, huh? That's progress. That's progress. And yes,
that's
I know
crazy.
A lot of you are worried, and yes, it is risky making jokes these days, I mean, we all saw what happened at the Oscars. I've actually been a little bit worried about tonight. I won't lie, I was like, what if I make like a really mean joke, about like Kellyanne Conway, and then her husband rushes up on the stage and thanks me. I just hope we all stay calm. Because it is exciting to be.
That day is gonna go in history for I don't know how long. Like, it hasn't rested yet. That hasn't rested yet.
Here, even though some people don't think this dinner should even exist, as you said, Mr. President, because some people think this shows that the media is too cozy with politicians. But what those people don't understand is that you guys have integrity. You would never allow personal connections to affect your ability to be good journalists. Isn't that right, Chris Cuomo? Where is Chris, by the way? Is he here? Couldn't make it?
Dang.
Oh, by the way, before we really get going, a few quick announcements. Anyone here who is a Democrat in a swing district, I've been asked to remind you not to hand your resume to the cable news execs at your table until after the event, please. Thank you very much. Also, a quick note before people order their Ubers home tonight. Governor Greg Abbott is generously providing free buses for the Telemundo table. Very classy. Very classy. But man, what a room this is, huh? Look at this room. Everyone is here tonight. We've got politicians, huh? We've got the media, we've got celebrities, basically anyone who's been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. This is an exclusive event. In fact, coming in, I heard Meghan McCain telling the bouncer, "Do you know who my father was?" And they were like, "You have a ticket, you can just come in." But she insisted on telling them who her father was anyway. And I'll tell you, as somebody coming from Africa, I mean, I've just got to say, this is so exciting, you know, to be at this swanky party full of Washington's most powerful people. You know, it's not as exciting as Madison Cawthorn made it sound, but still very sexy. Very, very sexy. There's many big names here tonight. Yeah, one of my favorites, Ron DeSantis, is here. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm actually surprised that he found the time. You know, he's been so busy trying to outmaneuver Trump for 2024. I see you, Ron. I see you, Blair. Yeah, I've seen what you've been doing. Blaming Trump for the lockdowns, distancing yourself from the vaccines that Trump created with his own two hands. Nobody knew how to make vaccines until I made them. Beautiful, beautiful vaccines. Nobody knew how.
Oh, he doing a good Trump reaction. You got to give it to this man.
Not even Fauci. But Ron is playing it coy, man. He won't even tell people if he got the booster, yeah? Or as they say in Florida, don't ask, don't tell. Am I right? I see you, Ron. You see, what I like about Ron DeSantis is like, if Trump was the original Terminator, DeSantis is like the T-1000. You know, you're smarter than him. You're slicker than him. You can walk down ramps. Yeah. Because you see, no, Trump said he won the election, but everyone was just able to look at the numbers and see that he was wrong. That's why Ron DeSantis is one step ahead. First, you ban the math textbooks, then nobody knows how to count the votes. Boom! My man! Ha ha ha! What a room! Are you kidding me? The great chef Jose Andres is joining us here tonight. Give it up for him, people. My good friend in the room.
Man said
Whenever
I ain't
there's
clapping. That man said I ain't clapping.
disaster anywhere in the world, Chef Jose is there, which I guess is why he's sitting at the CNN table tonight.
Okay, we got
Now,
to laugh.
Of course, the real reason that it's such an honor to be here tonight is that we all get to be in the same room as the most powerful man in the United States. So let's give it up for Joe Manchin, everybody. Where is he? Is he there? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. No, for real, Mr. President. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me here. You know, I was a little confused about why me, but then I was told that you get your highest approval ratings when a biracial African guy is standing next to you, so, so let me just say, Joe, I'm glad that I could do my part, and hopefully this will work. I'm not actually him, I just did the voice. More importantly, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is here, everybody. Give it up for her.
Okay, that's my first time. Very, very first time hearing her name, seeing her, all of that. I probably didn't even know it was a first lady.
You know, interesting fact, even as First Lady, Dr. Biden continued her teaching career. Yeah, the first time a presidential spouse has ever done so. Ever. Congratulations.
That's what's up.
Now, you might think it's because she loves teaching so much, but it's actually because she's still paying off her student debt. I'm sorry about that, Jill. Yeah, I guess you should have voted for Bernie.
Right. Huge shot at Joe. Huge shot. That man need to hurry up and free us. Free us from debt, please.
You know, sir, can I just say, I think everyone will agree that it's actually nice to once again have a president who's not afraid to come to the White House Correspondents Dinner and hear jokes about himself. I'll be honest. If you didn't come, I totally would have understood. Yeah, because these people have been so hard on you, which I don't get. I really don't. You know, I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything. No, it really has been a tough first year for you, Mr. President. And surely you must be a little worried about 2024. You know, there's a lot of passion on the Republican side. There really is. You know, it's going to be an interesting time. And as you all know, President Biden's lack of a filter does get him into hot water sometimes. You know, last month he caused a huge international incident saying that Vladimir Putin should be removed from power. It was very, very upsetting to Russia. Yeah, until someone explained to them that none of the stuff Biden wants actually gets done.
Hey, come on now. We've been waiting, Biden. We've been waiting. I'm glad y'all taking it lightly.
But despite some hiccups, President Biden has led the country through some really dark times since he took office. The COVID pandemic, the war in Ukraine, the launch of CNN Plus. And don't forget, he's also had some major legislative successes. You know, in his first year in office, I might add. You know, he got a bipartisan infrastructure bill passed that would do everything from fixing America's roads and bridges to modernizing school buses, which Matt Gaetz' girlfriend is very excited about. Who love? Not to mention, no president in my memory has...
What does a modern school bus look like? I need y'all to let me know. I'm down to understanding that they have AC on buses now. But a modern school bus, what does it have that the old school buses don't? Aside from the cameras, the AC, and all that other stuff that's just the same. Like, what is a modern school bus exactly?
Has given more marginalized groups opportunities. You know, I'm talking about women, the LGBTQ community, the Taliban, the list goes on and on. And I know, Mr. President, that the left is super upset at you, you know? But I think that they should be happy to know that you just recently announced that you're proposing a new 20% minimum tax on the super wealthy. And I will say, President Biden, that you were a big man here, a really big man. You could have targeted Donald Trump, but instead you chose to only raise taxes on billionaires. That was big of you. Really nice. Prove me wrong, show me the taxes. So, personally, I think that President Biden could do a better job at taking credit for the things that are going right. You know, I mean, unemployment is currently at 3.6%. Think about that, people. 3.6%, 2% if you don't count the Cuomo family. And I will say, President Biden came into office and he's done well and he's done badly. And in this room, I know there's a lot of mixed reviews. You know, there was a lot of talk about how the president really respects the press. But what has he really done for you guys, huh? Think of all the journalists whose careers have been hurt by the Biden presidency. People like Daniel Dale. He used to be CNN's star fact checker on TV every day. But now, there's barely anything to check. Same for Glenn Kessler of the Washington Post. On the way here, I saw him on the street offering 4 Pinocchios for $1. Mr. President, that's on you. And what about Maggie Haberman? For 4 years, it was exclusives, huh? On the Russia investigation, corruption, the president doesn't read his daily briefings, on and on. Now look at her. She spends all day fighting with random people on Twitter like a common political reporter. You've ruined her, Mr. President. Now, of course, President Biden doesn't often have to deal with the media directly. Yes, that task falls to Press Secretary Jen Psaki. Yes. Glad you could make it tonight. Really glad you could make it tonight, Jen. It's nice that you're willing to come over here and risk getting COVID for, like, what, the 10th time now? Let me ask, how do you keep getting COVID, Jen? Like, your boss hooked us all up with free tests. Does he not have your address? What's going on there? The word on the streets is actually that Jen Psaki is going to MSNBC next month. Yeah. Yeah, apparently just being on C-SPAN, the ratings were too high, and she wanted more of a challenge, you know? Wanted to switch
Wow.
things up. She can't laugh at that. Don't put the camera on her. If it's true, congratulations to Jen on your big career change. But you know, moving to MSNBC is going to be a big switch up for you, because right now your current job is to make the Biden administration look as good as possible, you know, at all costs. Now you're going to be at MSNBC, and you're going to have to, you'll be fine, actually. Now I don't even know why I apologize. By the way, MSNBC, can I just say you guys are doing great work, you know? I love watching your shows. You know, when Trump was in office, your shows were all about how bad he was. And now that Biden's in office, your shows are all about how bad Trump was. Consistency is important. We appreciate that. We really do. Also, shout out to Joe and Mika.
Dang, that's deep right there. Y'all, I'm gonna stop this right here and hope that we got about 15 minutes of this, since I cannot go over 15 minutes for the for my new channel right now. So wait for part 2. We're gonna count this as part 1. Wait for part 2. This is Coop Live. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, so we could do longer content with no stopping. All right. Till next time, thank you for joining.